Good up.
This is Channel 253.
On this episode of the Grit and Grain Podcast.
So for those that don't know, we meet, at first and third Wednesdays every month at North 47 at 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. And then thankfully you guys came out and replaced our lines. So yes.
So it's great. So it's great.
They're on the, Beer's tasting better.
Good.
Channel 253 is member supported. I'm producer Doug Mackey, and I hope you will show your support by going to channel253.com/membership and join. Thank you.
Welcome to the Grit and Grain Podcast, where we explore and celebrate the craft beer industry, community, and history in Tacoma, Washington, and surrounding Pacific Northwest areas. Thank you so much for hanging out. Let's get to it. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Grit and Grain Podcast, coming to you guys from Peaks and Pints in Tacoma, Washington. Yay! How's it going? I hope everybody's having a great day. We're sans Ron today. But our in-house professional brewer and line cleaner, Bethany Carlson, is on the mic as always.
Hi.
How's it going?
Great. How are you guys?
Very good.
Good.
Phaedra and Doug are also on mic. How
Hi,
are you
Phaedra.
guys today?
Hi, Doug. Hi, everybody else.
You
Hi,
didn't
everybody
introduce
else.
yourself.
My name's Matt.
Introduce yourself.
Thanks for hanging out.
My name's Matt.
I'm
Cool.
not the priority. So yeah, Sans Ron today. He is down in Arizona, I think, for the last time.
That's what he said. He says that he
Picking-
will probably never, ever, 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 ever be back in Tucson again, ever.
Isn't gonna miss it, huh?
And apparently not. I've never been, so I can't comment. But
He's
yeah.
picking up his kiddo from college, right? That's
First she's got to graduate.
Oh, word.
Yeah,
Okay.
Which
that's
she
the
is.
important part.
Which she is. She's,
Yeah, which
Congratulations,
she is. She
Asa.
is doing that. Yes, with flying colors.
Sure,
and
you don't listen to this.
an amazing GPA and all the things. So
Sure.
yeah, she kicked ass. And so then I think
That's it.
everybody's all leaving, and yeah,
Right on.
it's pretty exciting.
Well, yeah, good for him.
Yeah.
Hopefully he travels safe.
Yeah.
But it'll be just us for a couple of weeks, which is fine because we have a couple of good ones. We were just joking around that we had kind of a long stretch of like non-Tacoma guests, which is awesome because I love talking to people who are in the industry in the Pacific Northwest. But it's nice to do a few runs of just some local homies. Today, we have Tristan back from Brown's Point Homebrew Club. What's up, dude?
Hi. Hello.
You guys have
Hello,
all
friends.
kinds of shit going on. Field trips and tournaments and leadership changes and all kinds of stuff. But I thought it'd be cool to catch up with you, man. And apparently try some shit that you brought.
That's the best part.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm no longer president, which is awesome.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah. Feels good.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And who's president now?
Dustin's.
Yeah, who was on with you last time you were on.
Yeah.
If you guys remember, Dustin, the most award-winningest fucking homebrewer, I think, in the state.
Maybe, yeah.
Probably.
Possibly, yeah.
At least for the last couple of years.
Yeah, and we're rooting him for the national homebrew competition, too. I think he's got a couple entries that moved on.
Man, good
So
for him.
Hopefully those.
How
those
long
as
were you
well.
president?
So I was president for the past 2 years before this, and then before that, 2018. And then I've always been involved in some sort of leadership. So this year, I'm the communication director.
Okay.
So, yeah.
is it just a 2-year stint that you do and then you rotate out?
You could do
Or-
more, but we tell people, like, hey, we'd like to have you for 2 years.
Okay.
Just so spending a lot of time getting used to the position and then
Right.
leaving right away. So,
Yeah.
and then and also understand, like, people get burned out. So,
For sure. Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So you fuck everything up for like 8 months, and then you have a
Yeah.
whole extra year
Yeah.
after your first term.
Exactly,
Yeah, it's perfect.
That's what you want.
That's what you want. Well, yeah, thanks
Yeah.
for coming and hanging out, man.
Yeah,
Thanks for having me. Yeah.
What are you drinking,
Yeah, what are you
Tristan?
drinking?
Oh, what am I? I've got the Heater Allen Pills.
Me too.
I haven't even tried it yet.
Of course I do. Cheers.
Cheers.
No
Yeah.
reason that wouldn't
That's
be amazing.
delicious.
Yeah,
There you
it is
go.
great.
And I got the Drecker banana. No, what is it? Chonk.
Yep.
Banana split. So strawberry, banana, and chocolate smoothie.
Two most opposite beers you could have gotten off of that tap list.
Yeah.
Wow. That's, yeah.
Just tastes like a banana split.
It's a lot of peanut butter, actually. Is there peanut butter? It's just chocolate?
I don't know.
Oh.
I should know. It's my fucking beer.
Oh, there you go.
But I don't. I can't keep track of everything they put into their beers. I swear to God.
It's just too much.
They send me a list every month, and it's just 9 different things in every beer. They're always delicious, but I just can't keep track.
It's just too much. Keep it.
Beth, what are
you
you drinking?
Yeah, I've got the Heater Allen Pills, and I'm also drinking
There we go. There it is.
NA
the
pills.
Nomo, Bright
Yeah.
Sky Pills.
Yeah.
And I'm trying the Sierra Nevada Trail Pass.
Just
And
an
we've
NA
got a
tour.
best day.
We've got
Yeah.
a best day. It turned into a little bit of an NA tasting party as well.
All right,
Yeah.
fair enough. Good warm up since
and
it's a
prep
double
for
header
the-
today.
Yeah, yeah.
What do you have, Matt?
This is Saison DuPont,
Oh,
which I feel like I don't see on
Ooh.
draft a whole lot
Nice.
ever.
Yeah.
And that's one of my favorite
That's a
beers
good choice.
Was that
on the
draft?
planet.
It is, yeah.
Yep.
All right.
It's
That's
that
right.
sweet.
Next beer.
Yeah.
Doug, what do you got?
I'm happily in the British Isles, which I prefer to be in. This is
Good to
what the
hear.
Lucky Envelope Irish Style Red, which is called
Beardless Brewer.
Beardless Brew, which
Yep.
which was on Nitro, and it is absolutely fabulous.
And that's what I am.
Me too.
Yeah.
You too.
I was just gonna say.
Space.
I was gonna say, what's a beardless brewer? Right here, examples.
Exactly. Next time he does that, it needs to be a collab with you, Beth.
Yeah.
That would be good.
So good.
Greer's also a beardless one.
So
That's
he
true.
can't grow it.
Aw. Womp womp.
Yep, I'm in that camp too. Yeah.
That's right. Mustache is going to come in
Mustache is
great. It's gonna
coming
be great.
back.
Oh, man. So you guys have a field trip coming up.
Yeah, on Saturday or so. What does this come out? Friday?
Yeah, so tomorrow.
So if you, tomorrow. So
Saturday.
yeah, so tomorrow we're going to Leavenworth. Every year our club we rent a bus. We have a friend of the club who works for, I don't remember which charter bus company, but we always rent a charter bus and head out to different locations. So last year Port Townsend. The year before that we went down to Grand Mound to go visit. Who is it down there? Talking Cedar.
Yep.
Yeah, and then to Olympia. Got to go into Ilk before they even had concrete down.
Hell yeah.
And then tomorrow we're going.
Tomorrow.
We're going to
Wink,
Leavenworth. So if you're hearing this right now and it's Friday, Venmo us $100 and that's your ticket to the bus. Be it leaves at 8 a.m. From North 47.
that sounds
yeah.
so much fun.
Yeah,
It's such a great idea.
I brewed a cream ale for the bus as well. This will be a keg on the bus.
Oh,
We do a bottle share on the
those are the
bus.
best
So you can
bus
bring
rides.
bring whatever you want. Yeah.
Dude, the bus ride bottle share is
Yeah.
like, that's an event. Man.
Oh, it's fun. Yeah.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Pretty
Very,
great.
very cool.
It's one of those fancy buses with the toilet at the back, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
That's key.
Yeah, I think we got upgraded, so we'll have enough room to spread out. So
Sweet.
yeah.
How many
Yeah.
how many years have you guys done this?
This is our third year doing it with our club. A different club did it back in 2019, and they took a bus trip. Their club down south, and they invited like a bunch of other clubs to go with them, and they went up to Bellingham. So they got to tour when it was still, before it closed down, and I guess it's going to reopen. Skagit Valley,
Oh, yeah.
Malting. They got to Chuckanut. What else? These guys, Garden Path.
Yeah.
So we kind of stole their idea and did our own.
Sick.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Did you say Skagit Valley's reopening?
That's the rumor.
Yeah, it sounds like maybe a buyer came in and might be doing something. I haven't gotten
that
anything
Cool.
confirmed.
Yeah. That would
That
be
would be
cool.
I remember.
A lot of nice equipment in there.
Yeah.
Is it coming with all of that? Like they bought the whole deal?
I
Yeah.
think so, yeah. We saw Colin actually when we went to the Brewers Conference. And it's been a while since he's been out too. But craft malt in general, I think is just like, it's a shame that it's not more of a kind of stable part of the industry. I mean, obviously, we just had Leslie on from Coldstream. We talk about link malt all the time. Like Skagit was kind of in there and sort of, I feel like kind of mysteriously shut down. So if there's potential that they reopen, that'd be awesome.
I wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's lots of nice equipment in there.
Yeah.
Like state-of-the-art shit that they
Yeah.
invented.
Yeah, they don't do floor malting. It's like, or they didn't.
Yeah,
It was like machines that did it all in one.
like the cylinder thing. And yeah, I remember. I'll have to go
really
back and
cool.
listen to the episode we did with Colin. So cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's awesome. I think this is an awesome idea.
So some details on this field trip. What we're doing is So the bus leaves at 8 a.m. We're going to Icicle's production facility, which is just outside, like 10 minutes outside of Leavenworth.
Yeah.
They're going to give us a tour of that, and then we'll go back into town. We'll have about 2 hours to grab lunch. I think we're also touring Blewett.
Oh, cool.
And then we'll be heading back, and on the way back, stopping in Cle Elum to Drew Brew for their production facility and getting a tour of that one as well.
Yeah.
So
you guys do it up, man.
yeah, it's pretty great.
cool.
Yeah, it's pretty nice to have.
You guys just cold calling breweries like, hey, can we slow
Well,
come and hang out? And...
Well, yeah, pretty much. Which, well, I mean, just today I sent out probably 180 emails or something like that, trying to get sponsorships for our Lights Out dark beer only. So you were on the list. I got
you.
Yep.
I know. I'm excited to talk about that too.
Yeah.
While you guys are
places
in
up.
Cle Elum, you should, if you have time, try to hit up Tanium Creek. Little teeny brewery out there. But the guy does insanely good farmhouse stuff.
Oh, nice.
I would say Wild Goose Chase is like one of the like low key best like light farmhouse ales that gets made. But he harvests yeast from like evergreen trees around Cle Elum and makes his wild ales with it. It's so cool, and he does a great job.
Okay. Tanium Creek.
Tanium Creek.
Okay.
Yep. Little tiny project.
Yeah.
But
We'll roll up on him with 30 homebrewers.
Yeah, hell yeah.
We have questions.
Honestly, he would dig it. The vibe would be chill.
Great.
So
I'll text him.
I haven't been to the Drew Brew facility in Cle Elum. Do you know? Is it a tap room and like?
Yeah, but
you been?
You've been?
Yeah.
Okay,
food.
great.
No
They have
food?
food trucks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
they said they had pizza. So
Okay.
we're doing,
Yeah, there's like.
Or you can always hit
there's
up
always
Twin
a food truck
Pines
there.
in Cle Elum.
Twin
That's
Pines?
the
Okay.
burger stop.
That's the-
like
all
just
right.
before you
I'm
head
getting
up
all
over
these tips.
or come out either way. Yeah, that's the stop.
I always used to
I'll
go
whisper
to
to our
Owen Meat.
driver tomorrow. Make these
Oh,
other
and me.
It might be a little
Owens Meat
overwhelmed
is
when you
so
roll in.
good.
Yeah, but it's not like as fun to stop there now because you can get it, here
I
in
guess,
Ruston
yeah.
now. But like before they came to Ruston, it was always Owen Meat and
Yeah,
Quail.
hell yeah. Get like a bag of
up on the
trail
good
mix,
stuff,
like
yeah.
jerky snacks.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. Owens Meats is so good. That is like kind of like, there's 2 reasons to go out to Cle Elum.
Drew Brew.
and Owens Meats.
That makes
Yeah.
I mean, those are mine.
Yeah.
Nice.
Also, to be fair, the one like in the north end isn't like as big. Like the one out there is.
Yeah.
There's like we go to Tri-Cities every now and then, and there's like a similar butcher shop out there that does like all bougie cuts of meat and like Wagyu and all this stuff and like really nice trail mix and like jerky, and it's my favorite stuff to make.
There you go. All right, we got sidetracked.
I know we did. Hey,
It's all right.
can I try some of that Best Day actually?
Yeah, it's delicious. I like it.
Gotta fucking get my NA beer chops up to snuff.
I think it's really good. Yeah, I could drink
love
that.
this.
Yeah.
I like that bright sky too.
Yeah.
It was very refreshing. Almost sweet, kind of a sweet.
NA beer is like the spectrum between like, chilled carbonated barley tea and then like something kind of approximating the actual beer, the actual style. It's funny because there's like good versions on each side of the spectrum, and it's just hard to like find who's who and how they're actually doing it. This Best Day is very good. Out of this was good too. This to me is more like on the barley tea side with like some extra stuff in it to kind of mimic like the beer flavors.
Yeah, this.
I've never thought about it like that before.
Yeah.
Yeah, barley tea.
If you have like hojicha is like a popular like Korean barley tea, and you can buy just chilled bottles of it at like H Mart. And if you buy one, it'll remind you a lot of like an uncarbonated version of a lot of popular non-alcoholic beers.
Interesting.
Very, very similar. Not in like a bad way. Like it's popular tea for a reason. It's like great kind of grainy flavor and like a little bit sweet and but there's like a lot of Sober Carpenter is a popular NA brewery that kind of does this. Like a lot of their stuff is like on more like the tea side almost, and it's carbonated and refreshing, but it doesn't remind me of beer very much. But it's still really good.
I didn't realize that barley tea was a thing.
Oh, yeah,
So yeah.
Yeah, hojicha. It's
Okay.
so good.
Okay. All right.
So good.
I drink it a lot at home.
Okay. I might have to probably
Korean
like
mother-in-law.
that. I would probably love that actually.
What did you bring?
Yeah.
I love this.
I think that's our
Alexander
break beer.
And the terrible, horrible,
So I brought
no
a
good.
couple things. So the first is a cream ale with Earl Grey tea. So I made for Lights Out last year. I made a milk stout with the same Earl Grey tea. It's like a cream tea, Earl Grey, and then I'd been doing a few cream ales. I don't. If you came to the science fair, I had a pistachio cream ale.
Yeah.
If you had, thanks.
It was really good.
I've done a few other ones
green.
too. So,
Yeah.
and then so I've got a base for it, and then I was like, well, let's add this tea into it, and then so if you want to crack
do
it,
it.
go
Yeah,
for it.
it's an opener.
But yeah,
Man.
so that's the first one.
Your fucking mouth.
Hey
I'm
now.
kidding. Thank you for your concern.
Whoa.
I
Part of the
just don't wanna have
podcast
to-
lore at this
I
point.
just don't want to have to.
I know.
You
I
mop up
tried to
blood
open a bottle
today.
one time. We were hanging out with Sean and Ron and these guys, and I don't know why I did it, but I just cranked it like the wrong way, and I popped the top of the bottle open, and I cut my thumb. And like,
I
mean,
think it was the bottle failure. I don't think it was necessarily.
No,
you.
it was probably me.
I'm trying to help you out.
It was a dance they did together.
Well, in
And
case anybody didn't say it then, good one, doofus.
Yeah, he'll never hear the end of it either.
I just like Pedro was standing there, and she like heard the noise of the bottle. Like that's not what a bottle sounds like when
I'm like,
the cap comes off. And then I look at her, and my hand just starts fucking spewing blood.
Did we drink it or did we dump it? Did we drink
I
that?
think we drank it.
Did we? I don't remember.
I can't remember.
We'd had quite a bit, so yeah.
On Doug's very nice studio.
Intestines of
We just
steel.
wiped off the rim, the blood.
Okay.
I know.
No,
I
anyway.
still can't give a thumbs up with that hand.
Jeez.
So I figured with homebrew, like, it's been more and more my philosophy of like, I can get a really good Pilsner anywhere. Like, it's fun to like practice and make them at home and stuff.
Yeah.
But also like with unique and fun ingredients to try to like throw that in there, but like still having it a good base.
Yeah.
And then for that, so.
Put vanilla in it too?
No, it's just from the tea. The tea has like a
Wow.
vanilla.
I was.
Yeah.
It's exactly as described.
It is
yeah.
exactly. It's delicious. God
Yum.
dang, you make good beer.
It's really good.
Good stuff.
It's awesome.
Yeah, so this is I did a 10-gallon batch, split batch.
Mm-hmm.
This is with tea, and then the other keg is going on the bus
Sick.
tomorrow.
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 How are you pouring said keg on the bus? Do you need
We have
do
a-
you need a jock box? Do you need how are you pouring this mobile
We have
beer
a-
that can help?
Dustin has a single-use jug, like a
Okay.
single tap.
Doesn't he can
jug
put
of bus.
lines
Okay.
in the
Yeah,
walls
yeah.
of the
Does he need
bus?
it clean?
Maybe,
Is it
yeah.
clean? I mean, afterwards.
I'll get him your card.
Good. Just want to make
That's
sure.
hilarious.
Actually, you
Beer
guys
can
came
make
out.
pork.
Beer came out and did a talk for us, which was awesome.
Yeah.
Right on.
We should do that
When
again
was that?
soon. Last year was it?
Yeah.
Last year?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
maybe almost a year ago.
Yeah,
Wasn't
probably
it in
about
May?
a year ago. I think it was May of
Yeah.
How
So-
to keep your jockey boxes clean?
just
How to
cleaning
keep-
lines.
Yeah,
Yeah,
how to
word.
keep your kegerators
Yeah.
clean.
Oh,
and,
good call.
which I think is crucial.
Well, I don't know what he
Yeah,
talks about.
Some
I wasn't
people
there.
don't. Yeah,
What are you
yeah.
talking about?
He tried
You
to
come
sell,
and do the
It's
next one.
probably something
he tried
like
to sell us some equipment, and that was about it.
that. Yeah. Just a big sales pitch.
I know. I respect
That's
your guys'
weird.
hustle
Yeah.
so much.
Oh, and we meet. Sorry,
It's a good hustle, though.
So for those
Yeah,
that don't know, we meet, every first and third Wednesdays of every month at North 47 at 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. And then thankfully you guys came out and replaced all of their lines. So yes, I'm glad
So it's great.
they're on the, beer's tasting better and better.
Yeah, good. Yeah, we replaced those.
hmm
Do you regularly clean their stuff there too? Or?
Mhm.
Nice.
Yep.
Awesome.
Now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to push that one for a while.
Yeah.
She's spreading. They're spreading.
I know you guys are kind of
Yeah.
killing it right now,
Like the
dude.
board,
We're-
right?
Yeah, we're getting into a lot more of like rebuilds or repairs of current systems, but also the new installs. So we got the Terry's coming up, the new Narrows in Proctor here.
That's great.
We helped the Fondy's kegerator go in over here in Proctor too. And,
Cool.
yeah, that's fun. It's always fun to do that side of things too. Also to help it get to make sure it's set up properly to clean, because you can think about a draft system and like, oh, I need this and this, but if you're not thinking about how to clean said
Right.
draft system, it needs. Then you will need replacing at some point to make it more easy to maintain.
But if you put it in or do the install or whatever, that's also hopefully leads to you doing the regularly cleaning as
Yep.
well. And
Yeah. Yes.
makes cleaner beer for everybody.
I know.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We're kind of getting spoiled in Tacoma. I
That's
feel like I trust having a beer out at so many places because I also
I
don't.
love
I mean,
that.
like I don't know how many accounts you guys have in the area, but like since you've been getting so many, like I feel so like I don't care where I'm at. I'm just like they probably clean the lines here. Like I'm just, in my head, I'm just like they probably do it here. It's probably fine. So like in general, I just feel better about having beer out in Tacoma,
Yeah.
which I didn't really think about until now. But I was just like Arena and I just went somewhere where I probably would not have gotten a beer there like a year and a half ago, and I got a beer there, and I was like. It was awesome. I don't even know it's a place you work at.
Nice.
Do you guys have like stickers or magnets or something like when a roofing job is done? They put a sign in the yard.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Dude, that's
have
a great
magnets.
idea.
Cleaned by-
Serviced by Funk Busters.
Yeah,
like-
we do have little magnets, and we put them on
Sweet.
like if you. So hopefully you can see them from the bar.
Yeah.
We've also got another idea to kind of post something outside if the establishment will let us, like post something outside of the door too, so that they can see like, oh, we get our lines
window
cleaned by the
cleaning or
Funk
something.
Busters
Dude,
here.
that's fucking awesome.
Maybe kind of mimic like a health
Probably help.
department.
Right.
Yeah, totally.
Just put it right next
the
to
clean
it.
line rating.
Yeah, and like always awesome.
Yeah.
You know?
And then if they tell you that you don't get to clean their lines, you like
Yeah.
sneak a like a frowny face on it
Yeah.
on the way out the door.
Slap it on
Yeah.
there. We do not clean here.
Yeah. Get a Rainier in a can.
There you
Yeah.
go. Oh, man.
Stick to cans and bottles.
Oh man.
There
Mr.
you
Yuck
go.
stickers.
Yeah, just
Yuck.
Mr. Yuck stickers are designed for dirty lines.
Just funk, no busting. You know.
The funk has not been busted.
No?
Just,
Oh yeah, you can a meter
Funktastic.
like that, or like a dishwashing sign, clean, dirty.
Yeah, that's a good
Busted.
one.
yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should do it.
No, I've heard that though. People want to know exactly where we're cleaning and when, and so we're working on something like that.
Do you
I mean,
have that
not
on
everyone
your,
wants to know that, but
on your website? Do
We
you have
will.
like a client list
yeah,
or whatever?
we
or-
don't right now, but actually we're in the process
I
of
know you're
redoing our
working on all
whole
that, yeah.
marketing and website. So
Yeah, yeah.
we
I want
will.
to talk about that when you guys are all done. I'm so excited.
Cool.
Okay.
I just heard about it. Yeah, on the last podcast, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
guys are doing a rebrand. Yeah, sweet. Cool, cool.
Well, shit, I want to talk about Lights Out.
Yeah.
Although, is it break time, Doug?
We could.
Let's do that real quick. I'm going to grab another beer and actually pour some of this barley wine you brought because I want to talk about this too.
Yeah.
And then we
We're
can
gonna
get
get
into
some
Lights
glasses.
Out. But yeah, hang out for just a minute. We'll be right back.
Hello, this is Eric Hanberg, host of Citizen Tacoma and a co-founder of Channel 253.
And this is Doug Mackey, the sound producer and also a co-founder of Channel 253 and host of Off the Record.
Channel 253 is about Tacoma and things that are interesting to Tacomans, and we are here for you, our local residents, to tell you what's happening in your community with food, elected officials, politics, all sorts of other things.
Beer.
Beer.
Beer, for heaven's sakes. And the What Say You gals may be on again, too. You never know.
So we are asking for your support to keep the microphones going. $4 a month or $40 a year helps us with a membership. You can go to channel253.com/membership to find out more.
And if you're a member already, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Welcome back. Thanks for hanging out during the break. As always, a quick shout out to Doug, our wonderful producer, who makes
Thanks,
this
Doug.
wonderful every single week.
you.
And to Chris for putting this on video every single week. If you guys haven't, make sure you go to YouTube and subscribe to Grit and Grain Podcast. We're trying to hit a certain number of subscribers so we don't keep going fucking broke. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
So
But
we can eat,
it's, I know, yeah.
put food on our tables.
Patreon.com.
And,
Share it. Like and share.
oh, yeah, like, share,
share.
comment. And actually, if you subscribe and comment on something, you can actually win one of our awesome T-shirts.
Like this one.
Yeah, like the one Doug has on.
Yeah.
We have so many, and we want to give them away for free. So subscribe.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have new beer. Well, we have one new beer in front of us.
Well,
It
you
just
do.
smells.
You do. Yeah.
What the fuck is this?
Oh my
So the nice thing about being dumb
I don't like
And
that.
having-
Don't do
aside from
that
a lack
to
of
yourself.
responsibility.
and having dumb
wow.
friends is they come up with ideas and you go, that sounds dumb, let's do it. And so this was our friend Xander, used to be in the beer
I
industry.
know, right?
Yeah,
And then
Xander.
John Hawking, who's helped out with the past couple like collab beers with like Lucky Envelope and
Oh yeah, John's awesome. We're
John's
overdue
great.
to have on John.
I tried to get him to come today.
Motherfucker.
I know.
I'm gonna talk him into it.
So this was one of the first that we did of these stupid big beers, and so it's
Stupid.
yeah. We were like, we want to make a. My friend was like, I want to make a peanut butter chocolate barley wine, but I want it to be like 20%, like
Yeah.
stupid high
Yeah.
ABV. During the brew day, I had to leave, and they dumped in at the beginning. So I had to leave to go keg a beer. The beer already has, for a 5-gallon batch, already has about almost 40 pounds of grain for it.
Jesus Christ.
And then when I left to go keg that beer, it was the start of a 3-hour boil. They took a pre-boil gravity and were like, I don't think it's going to be high enough, and dumped in 3 more pounds of dry malt extract at the beginning of that boil. Wow. Yeah, I came back and I was like, you guys are so dumb.
Yeah.
And then we basically used a distillery's yeast. It's like the super high gravity from White Labs, which has the STA1 gene, which you find in like Belgian yeast strains. A lot of times it'll get things down to 0. A lot of times you want to avoid it in a brew house, though.
Sure.
And then and so it fermented down to it's about 22%. We calculated.
Oh my God.
And then we added a peanut butter compound from Amaretti.
That's actually
That
pretty smooth.
Yeah, it is smooth
For being that high, it's very smooth. Yeah.
It's like a peanut butter liqueur.
I know. Yeah, it is.
I mean, it's like, your gray area there.
It's not syrupy or anything at all. It's very
nice.
It's very light body.
So we tried to bring one of the most recent things we did was a malt liquor. That was about 18%, but we called it Cinco Locos because we added 5 different fruits to it. And so that'll be next time. Or when you get John on, tell him to bring some.
Bring Cinco Locos.
Yeah,
Got it.
So,
Fun.
Yeah.
So that again, you put 5 different, like in one batch, or you experimented with different?
It was another 5-gallon batch, and then we added guava, dragon fruit, orange zest.
It'll
I
get
can't
you.
remember the others. It's on my notes, but yeah.
Insane.
That's crazy, Tristan. You're crazy.
That worked out.
That's crazy.
And-
Yeah. So like I said, sometimes being dumb works out.
It's being experimental and taking risks.
I know.
There you go.
Yeah. I haven't tried this in I think we made it in early 2019 when did we make this? 2018, end of 2018.
I feel like Xander told me about this, like when you guys were making it. I think I want to say he was like maybe at Beer Star Edison at that time or something like that. But
Edison, maybe.
I remember him talking about doing these with you guys.
I wish it went into like some kind of like rum barrel or something.
All right.
That'd be
like,
crazy. Yeah.
Barrel aged.
And the
flavors.
chocolate kind of dropped off, so we were just telling people it's just peanut butter.
Yeah.
Oh, I get chocolatey. I
Okay,
get
good.
some cocoa.
There's a little bit of
Cocoa,
chocolate in there.
vanilla
Butter
kind
is
of thing.
definitely more prominent. But
Yeah. Right in the nose.
Yep.
All right, I'm warm, guys. I'm sorry.
I like Amaretti.
That's okay.
Take it off.
Oh, God. Stop it.
Oh, I forgot I had this on.
Show it to the camera.
That's
Show it to the
so
camera.
funny.
How did I not fucking see that this whole time?
Because he had his sweatshirt on. He was hiding it.
God damn it.
That's amazing.
This is one of the many prizes. One prize you can win for joining our homebrew club.
Oh my
It is a
God.
wrestling belt. It is a traveling belt. So
That's awesome.
yeah,
I see your name on it 2 times on
3
this
times.
side? 3 times? Okay.
2 on that side,
But who's
and
counting?
me.
But who's counting?
And so our club, because we're very competitive, every meeting we have some sort of competition. You get points, and then the one who gets the most points. You also get points for judging like local competitions as well. So it's kind of encouraging to people to like, hey, go judge other people's competitions, including our own.
The Browns Point sinks, you need body.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And then you get the name on it, and you get to wear it for a year.
Oh my God.
So-
that's
Okay,
amazing.
so it's a pass around belt. It's not your belt. It's the,
Yeah.
it's
Just
the-
like
okay.
in wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know anything about
I
wrestling.
don't either.
so-
Till he's knocked out.
So this is actually something I really love is like the gamification of like honestly even like the BJCP program is kind of like this. Like you need experience points to hit certain thresholds and like certain things. I think that's really cool. And it's not just based on how much you know, it's also based on how much you participate in other things.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. I love that you guys do that.
Yeah.
So like it's every year, right? You have like an entire year's worth of like, experience points basically.
Starts in January and
Yeah.
then goes till November basically. And then at our holiday party we announce the winner and give this out.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I will have to give it back.
Will you?
Yeah.
Or not.
Maybe.
Unless you're
Unless it's you
Trying
again.
to skip a year and then get the number 6 spot so I can keep it.
Is that what happens? The last
no, I
name?
have no idea. There's enough room. We can put more on here.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah, so
That was pretty good.
That was great.
That's awesome.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Totally. I love it.
And so one of the competitions is Lights Out.
Yeah.
Sorry, Phaedra.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, what is Lights Out?
this is our 8th annual. This year will be of a dark beer only homebrew competition. So the only parameters are it's got to be 18 SRM or higher, or darker for that. And then we've been doing it. Yeah, it'll be 8 years now, and we started out 2016, something like that, 17. So.
SRM, by the way, for if you're listening and you don't know what that means. So beers are judged on like a scale of like opaqueness, essentially. The higher the number, usually up to about 40. The darker the beer, generally, unless you get into like smoothie sours, then it's weird. But 18 SRM is like, that's like porter, like pale porter kind of, and then you get up to like super black, like big thick stouts at like 40. But that's what SRM is.
So I think like amber ales on the low end, brown ales, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But sorry, go ahead.
Didn't it used to be 0 to 100? Did that change?
The SRM
SRM?
scale, I don't know what it is.
I think it's always just been up to like 40.
Okay.
Yeah, Lovibond goes really high because that's a degree of like color.
Yeah.
But opacity, I think it's like once you can stop measuring the laser through the actual beer, then the scale stops, and I think it stops at like 40.
Okay. Maybe I'm thinking Lovabond. Yeah.
Yeah, and so this will be our, like I said, 8th year doing it. We always get really cool posters and artwork for it. So if you've seen them in the past, you'll see them around town. Like we'll hang them up here, Parkway, other homebrew shops in the area and stuff like that. It's a nationwide competition too.
You guys get a shitload of entries, dude.
Last year we had the most we ever had, which was almost 300.
That's fucking insane. You had 300 entries.
So it's a nationwide that you guys put on, or
we host it. We put it on. Yeah.
And other homebrew clubs participate?
Yeah. Anybody can enter that's a homebrewer. You don't have to be a part of a homebrew club either.
Actually, is it fair? I feel like it's nationwide might be underselling it. Didn't you guys get beer from internationally last year? This is a global homebrew competition now.
Somebody, and I think they might be trolling us at this point, they've sent us a couple times like packages of homebrew from like Sweden or something like that. But they're not, there's no entry. It's the wrong color. It's the wrong beers that are entered for it. So like we've gotten some really good, like incredible saisons.
Yeah.
And like
just
I'm like,
randomly.
we'll try them anyway.
Yeah.
You're not worried about trying them? You're like, what did they put in here?
We got a lighter
It's a
rye.
fucking
You
anthrax
first.
ale.
I mean, I'll drink it.
I know. How many fucking enemies are you guys making?
Yeah, they're trying to take you out.
Yeah, right?
He gave some poor
eliminate the
motherfucker in
competition.
Sweden a 29 on his Imperial Stout, and he was like, these guys are done for. Spent my whole life working on
I'll
this.
get back. No, it was like the first time he ever entered. It was like a dandelion like saison, and it was fantastic. It was
yum.
fantastic.
Sounds awesome.
So we just like I'm like I don't know. And this year it just label like it looks like a professional label, kind of like sticker, and it's got the name on it.
If you
No
wanted to
name
fucking
behind it. No nothing, and we're like, looks great. Cool.
Sounds good.
If you wanted to fucking assassinate me, putting like a weird beer in front of me, I just wouldn't even a dandelion saison. Fuck yeah!
I don't know where it's from, but drink it
That's
anyway.
the worst that could happen.
Dude, this smells just like the mousetraps in my house. That's crazy. You could fucking take me out
Man.
That's hilarious.
So I helped judge Lights Out last year. It was super fucking fun.
What did you judge?
I judged
Smoked
fruit
beer?
and spice beer and smoked beer.
Okay, yeah.
It was awesome.
Very coveted categories.
No, the reason I was judging them was because they were the
Nobody-
smallest categories, and I had places to be.
And nobody wants to do those.
I had a lot of fun. Smoked beer is tough because you're just like, I don't know. It's hard to even, you're just looking for balance, but all the styles are totally different. So it's like, this could be a really good Weizenbach on its own, but the smoke isn't really well integrated. So like, how do you fucking, that's
He's talking about my beer specifically. It's a smoked Weizenbach that I entered.
Oh yeah. Well, then I am.
And I think Rauch beer still fits for the cat. It's still going to get a little bit darker, but
Sure.
we still accept those. So yeah.
When's the competition? What are the dates?
It'll
Did I miss
be the judging date will be October 25th, and then award ceremony will be November 1st, and then it's a week before that. So is the judging, and the cutoff is like a week before that. So you got plenty of time to start brewing your Baltic porters.
Yeah.
Yeah, your barley wines. Yeah,
Nice.
Imperial stouts. Give them some time to age.
Told you. I want to enter this year.
Yeah, do it, please.
I want to judge this year.
Okay, yeah, we'll keep you posted.
I think I've already gotten the email. Yeah, about it.
Sweet.
I'll drink them. I'm not a good judge, though. I'm not
Yeah.
official at all.
You should do it.
So last year Matt Hibbs took best of show with a 5-year-old barley wine that he forgot about in his garage.
Oh my God, I fucking forgot about that.
That's
Yeah, he didn't actually make a beer. He just found one.
He found a beer.
That
entered
piece
it.
of shit. I know, it's such a Hibbs move. Like,
oh look in the corner.
He was-
I just found it in my this old thing.
Yeah, exactly. I just pulled it out of the
The
closet.
joke was he entered one beer and he got 2 medals.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he brewed one beer, got 2 medals. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because he entered that one and then he got best of show. Yeah, pretty
God
wild.
damn it.
Wow.
Yeah, and then because of that competition, I also got a brew with Acorn, the milk stout with Earl Grey tea.
Oh yeah.
And then they were kind enough to invite me to the Washington Winter Beer Fest, and I got to pour with them and
That's
go
fun.
to that.
That's
so.
super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, speaking of smoked beers and collabs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Paul.
Yeah. What the fuck are you guys doing?
So our club, it's nice to know people too.
Yeah.
We've become buds with Logan. We've adopted them as an unofficial Tacoma. Like we're like, you guys are also Tacomans. You guys are Tacoma
Yeah.
Brewery.
Yeah.
At this point, but last year it started with we do every month we have a brew to style competition. So we pick a style every month, and then we sit down and we judge that according to the BJCP, and then you get points based off of that to win this belt.
Mm-hmm.
And last year was Dustin's IPA. So top 3 IPAs we took over to Logan. They picked out their favorite, brewed that one, scaled it up, brewed it on their system, released it. It was great.
It's a great beer.
It was really nice. He got like a silver for Sip Magazine, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. And then this year they were like, let's do either I can't remember the first. It was a dark beer. What was it? Bach, smoked Bach, or a smoked Helles. And we're like, well, it's coming up summertime when we want to kind of do this. So smoked Helles.
Yeah.
And so we brewed smoked Helles's. Top 3. Paul and I actually, we collaborated. We brewed on my system, used a different yeast strain, did the exact same recipe on his system, and he used a different yeast strain just to kind of like, well, it was kind of a mistake, I think, but it worked out great. Because it was really fun to see the differences between, I used like a Bach yeast, which mine came out way more malty, and he used a Helles strain, which came out a little more lighter and everything like that.
Cool.
So, yeah, so they picked ours, and they're going to scale it up and brew it. But the
On
cool
their
thing,
new,
yeah, so,
dude.
So they're like, we'll do it either here in Burien, or we're getting set up over at in Kent at their new brewery, the old Airway Space,
Yeah.
which has a brand new brew house. And so he's like,
Horizontal
Michael
tanks.
there was like, you have the ability to do decoction mashes, and we have horizontal tanks. We're like, do all of it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I want to see how
You're
that
saying
works.
my favorite words right
Yeah,
now.
I see how that works. So Paul and I are gonna late June, early July, we'll be going over there to brew that. And,
Hell yeah,
with
dude.
them. And, yeah,
That's exciting.
basically grain out and take pictures.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just so you know.
That's a collab day.
Yeah. Nice.
So Logan's like grand opening for their new space is Friday the 23rd, I believe.
Yeah.
I think I saw that, yeah.
Which is super exciting.
Yeah.
Hoping to be up there. If you guys are listening to this and you're anywhere near Kent that day, you should go and check it out. Those guys are a rocket ship of success right
Yeah.
now.
My sister
They
just moved up the
turned
hill.
that around pretty quickly.
Yes, they did.
Am I not wrong? Because
Yes,
it
they
seems
did.
like we just talked about it like yesterday that they were.
Well, they didn't really have to do anything except for get permits. So
Yeah, and
the brew
repaint.
house is already there. And
Yeah.
That is true.
Change
Yeah.
decorations.
Alex maintained a very
I have no
crispy,
doubt.
clean
Yeah.
brew
I have
house.
No doubt.
And
Yeah. He's awesome.
But they would beg to differ, though, that there wasn't much to do.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, it was no big deal.
I know.
Well, I just saw that.
They're
I
like,
just saw the post.
You guys got to paint a couple triangles on the wall, right? That's really it, right?
That's it. You just open the doors.
It seems really fast though, for what they have to do. Yeah.
Yeah,
It does seem fast.
It seems like
But they are moving.
really,
they told
really
us they're
quickly.
moving all of the tanks that are in Burien over there, except for
Yeah.
like one.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
going to
that's what he
do
said when
yeah,
he was
like
talking about
specialty
it.
small batch stuff in Burien and
Yeah.
then still just kind of like provide all the beer out of the tap room from their Kent facility.
Which I mean, Michael doing some wild stuff.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Dude, I can't
Count me
imagine.
in.
Yeah,
I'm
I
excited for
cannot
them.
imagine.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
He might be, I don't know, he seems like one of the most talented, like kind of younger generation brewers in Washington right now. I'm excited to see what that dude's doing like 10 years from now.
Yeah.
He's just so
fucking
enthusiastic
insane.
about it all and excited. I just love his energy. Yeah.
One of the most fun, I think, I mean, the collab we did with them was so fun.
Yeah,
He
it
was
was.
like, I saw him a month after we put it out, and he was like, dude, that was so fun. Like, I've never thought about approaching a beer this way, and like, it was so cool to do, and I want to like do stuff like that. And it was just his openness to doing things like that, but also just executing at the level he does is like so legit.
Oh, it's great too because it's also I've met a lot of curmudgeons. Sure. A lot of people you go, what do you think about opening a brewer? And they all say, don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I've met a handful of people that are also like still very excited, still very like wanting to learn something new. Like Tom up at Postdoc is very much like that.
Hell yeah.
Michael is very much like that. It's like, yeah, that's the spirit of homebrew. It's like experimentation and trying new things. And
Right.
yeah, so
People are here anyway.
Still learning. And you're like, you already know so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was fun.
But yeah, and then Michael's funny too. He's like, if it's not a bother, we can do it at the Kent. We're like, yes, it's not a bother.
Yeah.
Tell us where you want us.
Yeah. I'll be wherever decoction is happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that will be fun. I'm excited for that.
That's awesome. Congratulations,
thank
you
you
guys,
very much.
on your win on that. Hey, which one of your beers was it? Was it the Hellas or the?
Yeah,
Was it Hellas Yeast?
Yeah,
Sick.
Hellas Yeast. Yeah.
Good job, Paul.
Although it was funny because the top three, I don't want to talk shit about too many people, but like they were like the top.
Except I'm going to.
Yeah, but
But the both guys were like, ours had the most smoke in it. I mean, we used like 70% smoke malt in ours.
Damn.
And the other two guys used probably about 20% smoke malt. And they told us ours could use more smoke.
wow.
Yeah.
20%.
Wow.
That's
So-
That's a
crazy.
lot.
No,
Yeah.
70 ours.
Oh, wow.
20 for the other.
20 is still kind of a
Wow.
lot.
20.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we use the like Vireman Beechwood smoke Rauch malt.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty light smoked. So
Mhm.
Sounds really
Yeah,
delicious.
yeah.
I'm excited.
I'm excited too, man.
yeah,
I'll be up
Good
there. Are you
stuff.
going up that Friday for their opening? Are you gonna try to be up there?
I will. Maybe I will see what I can do. Yeah. No, I'll probably go. So I'm trying to. I'm like looking at my. I gotta pull out my schedule and see what's on it. I don't think anything's on it.
Sure.
There's the Tacoma Book Fair.
Oh,
So if you're in, go to Ruston Market, but that's happening like all week.
Oh, okay.
So go check that out if you like books.
You said it was the 23rd
Yep.
of May?
Yep.
Is that's
That's next Friday or
Memorial
yes,
Day.
Next
the start of
Friday.
Memorial Day weekend, I think. I think that's what that is.
Already?
Yeah.
I have no fun. I know. Holidays are like the last priority on my calendar. It's all just like, what's my kid doing? What's my wife doing? What am I doing at work? And then it's like holidays at the very bottom. Oh shit, today's Valentine's Day.
Remember that
Whoa.
date.
I know, right?
Valentine's, what's that? You mean
I know.
Festival of Dark Arts Day?
I know.
Always that weekend.
Yeah, exactly. Festival of Dark Arts Recovery Day.
Talk about what's important.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
shit.
awesome.
Any fantastic homebrew fuck ups recently, Tristan?
All right, Grit and Grainers. I'm Sean Jackson, and I fuck up all the God blessed time, as we all do. So please do regale us with your fuck up stories.
Not recently, but I was thinking about it on the way here. I mean, obviously, in the past, definitely a lot. I feel like I haven't brewed in a bit. Like, I've done the cream ale, and then, like, yeah. But that's fine. So when we were first starting to brew, using, like, home brewing, wanting to use unique ingredients, but not being good at brewing. So, like, it's good to get good at brewing, like, standard beers, and then add stuff later.
Yeah.
And so we wanted to make a coffee beer, and it was an extract beer, which is no problem. Like I recently got back into brewing extract beers as well. And we were like, let's make a coffee beer. And at the time I worked at Starbucks. I worked there for like 7 years. So I was like, well, we'll just grab a pound of espresso roast ground.
Holy shit.
And a pound. And we'll add it for a 5-gallon batch. We'll add it to the end of the, when you do extract beer, you're usually like 2 gallons of water, your extract, either liquid or dry. You boil that, And so we added it at the beginning of a 60-minute boil.
At the beginning?
Yeah.
Paul.
So if you brew, yeah. And Paul's over the reaction.
Yeah.
Oh my
Just
God.
Fucking most astringent.
Yeah. But we were poor, so we drank it. And
So good.
that's a few of my stories of brewing beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't be wasting $55 on ingredients.
I mean, yeah, a little less back then, which was nice. Yeah. And I remember one of my friends told me one time we bottle conditioned it as well. So it's just this massive, it's a huge brew coffee. So yeah.
Yeah.
So 2 gallons of that, you boil it for that, and then you add 3 gallons of cold water, yeast ferment, and then bottle conditioned it. And people try. I think it was his now brother-in-law, but the guy I was brewing with, my best friend Kyle, who we used to brew together. His brother-in-law, now back then was like, I drank a bottle of this, and at 6 p.m. I could not sleep. I did not. I couldn't fall asleep
So much
until
caffeine,
4 a.m. Yeah.
And boiled for that long, you extracted every fucking ounce of caffeine out of that
squeezed
coffee.
it all out.
Yeah. So that was a learning experience. If you want to make coffee beer now, I'd recommend if you're home brewing, a good thing to do is just dry beans for 4 ounces, 2 to 3 days.
Yep.
And it turns out great.
Yeah. You guys just made 4 Loco.
Pretty much.
This is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
But not as good tasting.
Meth ale.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Well, fuck, Ron's not here to do an outro. I feel terrible.
No outro. Nope.
No outro. But
We should take a moment of silence.
I know, right? Just
Imagine
for
Ron's
Ron.
outro.
Just awkward silence.
Oh, I got it. First and third Wednesdays every month.
Yeah.
7 to 9 p.m. at North 47. That's where our club meets.
And you
So
can follow
come join
Browns
us
Point Homebrew.
and follow Browns Point Homebrew Club. We're on Facebook and Instagram. I'm doing that now, so if there's any goofy pictures, it's all me.
Yeah, when are you starting a TikTok, Tristan?
Oh yeah,
You should probably do that.
yeah. Teach me. show me how.
Well, yeah. You can follow Grit and Grain Podcast on YouTube, Spotify, Google Play's not a thing anymore, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, and make sure to leave us a review and like and comment and subscribe and do all that stuff. Never a bad time to visit Tacoma. No such thing as too much barley wine.
Yeah.
And tune in next Friday for more sweet chatter. Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks, Tristan.
Thanks, Tristan. Thanks again for tuning in. Don't forget to follow us at Grit and Grain Podcast wherever you get your social media and catch new episodes every Friday. Cheers.
Good up.
Channel 253 is member supported. I'm producer Doug Mackey, and I hope you will show your support by going to channel253.com/membership and join. Thank you. Grit and Grain is part of the Channel 253 podcast network. Check out our other shows: Nerd Farmer, Move to Tacoma, Interchangeable White Ladies, What Say You, Citizen Tacoma, and Kitchen 253.
This is Channel 253.